Hey peoples, I'm back with the second video. As you see, the title is below. Finishing off my cold ass coffee. But titties, what titties? It is what it is. Anywho, yeah. You see the title of this video below. So let's just not dilly-dally. Let's just go ahead and get off into the shit. Some divine masculines are in too deep to get out of that shit. Real talk. Unless some of their asses have a Job moment, they ain't coming to you. Okay? Because they too concerned what the fuck other people think about them. The energy is changing too motherfucking much. And though you do cards, and it show you how they feel, they're just that. That's how they feel. But if they self-esteem is not high enough to not give a fuck what other people think about them for doing what they do, some of them, sad to say, would rather live a lie, because it's just that. First of all, if they're heavily indoctrinated with religion and they've been taught their whole life that this is what you get and that's what you get when you pray, and people just decide, hey, I think this person is better for you, I think this and that, and I feel like I need to address this, because there might be some people dealing with this right now and don't know what the fuck to call it. If you are in a situation shit, not a situation ship, but a situation shit, or a relationship, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by a relationship. Say you like so heavily indoctrinated and you done went too deep to find out your real roots, okay? Your real motherfucking spiritual roots. And you a black man jumping around on the pulpit, clapping and doing all this and that. Because look, I've been churched. I know how to go. I can still speak in tongues. That's not something that you can just get rid of overnight. But in your mind, you got to know what's legit and what's not legit. Also, I need to find out the origin of speaking in tongues. That's going to be my homework, okay? So I need to find out a little bit more about that, because there's people that say that speaking in tongues is speaking to, look, I need to just go dig off into that, because I don't want to state something unless I know it's fact. Okay? Don't know. And it's okay if you don't know, but it's not okay if you don't seek to find out. So anywho, let's get back to it. A lot of people is in situationships because people have told them, they pastor have told them, they pastor friends have told them, you know, this is the person that God's got for you. And I'm saying in my creepy pastor voice, this is the person that the Lord got for you. And wiping their head with the damn towel and shit. What the fuck you sweating for? You nervous? You nervous? Because I know when the Holy Spirit come on you, you don't get to sweating like that too much. Sometimes. But not like your ass is in an oven. Okay? But I digress. If a person is telling you that said man or said woman is supposed to be your husband or wife, and you marry them, and y'all having hella problems in the background, and you're quick to say, oh, the devil is testing us and this and that. No, you might not have protection on that marriage if it wasn't put together by spirit. Spirit ain't obligated to protect your marriage if that shit is not okayed in the spiritual realm. Okay, your husband might have a sex addiction. Your wife might have a sex addiction. And that's not to put nobody on blast. It's just to say like this. I don't even understand how a person can stay in something that they soul don't resonate with. And I personally went through that shit before. I done shared a story or two about that. And I don't give no fucks about what I look like from walking away from something that don't fucking serve me, okay? I was smart enough not to go out there and just keep having babies. Shit, one was enough. One traumatic experience was enough. And that shit spooked me away from having other kids. I'm like, no. Let a bitch go through menopause. Just, any more kids come in, they're going to be adopted, or let me just be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? It's like send them back home when it's time. But anyway, if you are in church and you are on the altar and you're praying that God get rid of the evilness in your life and your marriage start having problems, that should show you right there that is where the evilness is coming from. Now, if you have to marry somebody and take on this persona that they want you to take on just to be valid in their life, then you don't really love yourself like you think you do. And picking up energy on my DMs karmic, that shit ain't, it's like this. Her self-esteem is so fucking low that she feels the need, and she might not tell him, but bitch, if I decide to hone in on your energy and pick up what the fuck you got going on, I can find out. Trust me, I can find out. So anywho, what her energy was basically stating is, I don't care if I'm not the one that you love, but at least if I can look like her and try to just be right, just try to be all who the fuck she is, bitch. Nobody can have my stank-a-dank personality, stank face, not just bullshit. But nobody could do me better than me. As I look back over my pictures from 2018, after speaking with my DM prior to that, don't think for 1 second that after you showed her my picture, bro, she wasn't gonna still stalk. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, as a woman that's been married to a man that was afraid of losing him, and there was another bitch on the side, or thought that it was somebody on the side or whatever like that, because we all know that I was there first, and I let you be yourself, and you let other people influence you into doing something that you didn't want to do. Okay? She feels the need to still rock my hairstyle that I had from 2018. And your curls ain't popping, sis. They not popping. But it don't even matter. It's just creepy how much we look alike. She even wants to wear red lipstick like me. And it's funny. It's funny. Especially when the person was always a nude, toned down makeup person. Now they want to try to spice it up and be like, basically inside what she's feeling, or what she, I ain't gonna say what she was feeling, what she's still feeling is, what can I do to make you love me the way that you loved her? And it's not past tense, sweetie. When I pull energy on that one, even the oracle cards say the Y card and the co-create. And with those two flying out together, to me means, and in the spiritual realm, means, why the fuck did I have children with this woman? Well, let's see. You didn't want to get in touch with your real roots and ancestors and your ancestry, and it's bad enough that you have like this strong ass bloodline, like you're directly connected to some powerful ass ancestors due to your bloodline and where you're from, where your family's from. Very strong bloodline. Like, if you decided to step into your divinity, bruh, it's over with for a lot of motherfuckers. But it's fading from you. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to go to somebody else. And until I see that exact energetic match coming through, because I don't believe Spirit is gonna like send you a divine connection until you're ready, especially if you decided to just walk away from what you know is, was, and always will be yours. And the best way that I know that I can cope with all that shit is to say, okay, see you next lifetime. You better get it right next lifetime. Hope and pray that you come back with a little more sense. And yeah, when you come back in another life, your children that you have in this life are not going to be the same children you have in the next life, if you have any. Because there's been past lives with me where I've had children. More than one. In this life, I only got one. But certain things happen for certain reasons. And I'm still digging into that. Also, it's the choices we make. But anywho, some people done fucked up so bad they know they cannot come back in your life. The DM didn't have no problem with speaking with me until I said, I can't accept your children as my own. I sat and I tried to think about that, and I tried to listen to individuals that maybe would be okay being a stepmommy, and, you know, try to make me believe that, yeah, it's all right, you know, just give them the love. You know, if the children came with the person when we first met, that's a package deal. And if I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta accept your kids too. However, if when we click, connect, did everything, and you didn't come with children, don't think that when you leave and you decide to come back, that's going to be something that I have to accept, because I don't have to accept anything. Okay? Yes, I've been a stepmom before. And it was gravy. I mean, the kids were old enough to fucking understand what was going on between their mom and their dad. They already had this, you know, and I've even gotten along with the moms. Even gotten to, like, used to talk to them on the phone. Like, they were so over it. I wasn't a threat to them. They was like so over it. But these days, when a bitch don't care about herself, all she's gonna do is be like, well, I got his kids. You might got his heart, but I got his kids. If my cat run out there, well, I'm not gonna say my cat, because whatever, I'm gonna just say Say if a dog go out here roaming the street and it just starts fucking everything. It could pop up a whole bunch of damn female dogs pregnant in the neighborhood. Just because you can have a baby, or just because something can have a baby, doesn't make it like more important just because it had a baby. Animals go out there and just have random pups and kittens. People shouldn't do that. However, sad to say, people are doing that, and they're using that to say, this makes me more valuable in that person's life. Having a baby is just something that happens when your reproductive system works, okay? And another thing, I told my DM, I guess I'll see you when the kids get grown because I ain't babysitting. And it's funny, every time I let the idea of him go, let some years pass, we always would find our way back to each other. It didn't fucking matter. And it's been happening for 15 fucking years. So who's to say when we get in our 50s and 60s that we ain't gonna bump into each other random? My biggest thing with that is, should that happen, and I happen to be with a soulmate that I'm good with, that's treating me good, loving me right, ain't got no side bitch, I'm not leaving my soulmate for my DM. Wait, should it even be considered my DM by then? Don't even know. Because when you stop acting divine, you can't lose your divinity. And being divine means of God. When you're doing something that's not of God, like settling for what other people say that you need to do in your life, and you're so miserable, and no matter how much you pray, you can't get no peace, then obviously Spirit is allowing you to feel that pain because you put that pain on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you sit back and you think about how your divine feminine let you be you, never judged you for whatever you done, even knew you had some bad habits, and never judged you for what you do, because you came back and always was loving on her, showing her to the world, everything like that, and you felt so good and free to be with somebody not trying to change you. If you in a marriage or a situation shit, as I just called it a few minutes ago, you can't be yourself. Truth hurts, but it is what it is. For the longest time, I've always sat there and tried to be changing myself just for somebody to like me. But then when I would sit to myself, I'd be like, damn, can I coax this person into liking this like I like this? Can I coax that person into doing what I like to do? No, you can't. Because if it's not something that they're interested in or want to do, they're not going to do it. Point blank, period. When you go too far and you listen to people and you allow someone to talk you into marrying somebody that your heart is not with, you're going to have attacks. There ain't no amount of praying that's gonna just make that shit go away. Like I mentioned in a past video, when I knew I married the wrong person just as well as my DM did, I was having all kinds of motherfucking bad luck when I married that person. I'm talking about, like I already told y'all, both of us working, couldn't pay shit. Here it is, I'm not working, yet shit is being taken care of. I then went to my job the other day because they was like, oh, we got a check for y'all, this, that, or whatever. And be like, oh, well, this should do something until you come back to work and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I ain't never had nothing like that just happen to me or for me, or could any type of little breaks come from my ass being married to that one. Hell, it's to the point now, if anybody's coming into my life, if you can't add to how I feel about me, not try to rearrange it, but put how you feel on the side of what I feel, and feelings are mutual, and we're not bothered by each other's presence, and that's cool, because I'm not the type of person that's going to take your phone and be like, who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking to? Not that type of person, because here's the deal. If a person is doing some fuck shit behind your back and you continue to treat them nice and sweet, sometimes they might just sit down, come out to you and tell you, because I've had that shit happen before. They might come out and tell you, well, I was talking to so-and-so, this and that, but you know what? Like, you're really good person. I don't feel like you deserve that, and she did this and that. But usually they don't do that shit until the person doesn't do something that they want them to do. But then that was still my cue to say, wrap it up. Because if anybody feels like they need to have something on the side other than me, then you need to go be with that thing on the side. Okay? Some shit you just can't come back from.